Hey, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Welcome back to CEO Media. Hit that post notification bell, like this video, comment down below, leave your questions, and let me know where y'all from. Let's get right to it. Hey, and I just got the official report from Boosie's lawyer, and they talk about everything, exactly what happened, what they were about to do with the situation, like who really was involved, who wasn't, and the fact that, you know, they got everything they need to do to basically try to clear Boosie's name or give the explanation. That way, it's just all the facts. That way, there's no pointing fingers or blame game on anybody. And so, really, this is just like they had waited a little longer to release this just because of the fact that they had to connect all the dots. They had to make sure that they were doing their job right or whatever, right? They gotta talk to Boosie first. They got to basically look at, you know, what could be what is the involvement with the cousin. Is that we already know that they didn't, like, nobody on the scene got booked or nothing like that. So it's a different thing. And so that's why they took a little bit longer to give the report. I'm about to play it for you guys. So basically just stay tuned for this whole thing, listen to the whole report. And this is strictly coming right from the sources. So this is right from Baton Rouge, directly from the office. And so basically, this is it, and make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. Let me know, comment down below too, and let me know what you guys think about the whole thing too. And at any time, if a question pops up, just leave the questions in the comment section or DM me on Instagram, CEO Media Daily. I'm gonna answer all the questions. If you guys have, I'll probably try to see if they can release another statement and response to all the questions. But basically, here you go.
Boosie is back in the headlines. A jeweler who befriended him is no longer with us, and now he is fighting rumors that he had a hand in his demise. Now, the Baton Rouge, Louisiana native is once again trying to clear his name with regards to someone's untimely passing. During the holiday weekend, he was in Houston for both business and leisure, which included linking with Duke, the jeweler, on Sunday, September 4th. Now, Duke was killed, let me remind you. According to local police, two unidentified men jumped out of a black GMC SUV and gunned him down on foot. Shortly after they fled the scene, now his name is being attached to the hit as he met with Duke earlier that day. And this is just all some crazy news when you look at that, because naturally the rumors got back to Bupak, and he quickly addressed it on his Instagram. Hey, they're not, y'all got us, caught up and stuff, he said. We met that dude Duke, the jeweler, the night before. We was gambling. The next day, the dude followed us to the concert. When we left our concert, we were under the garage. Dude went to his car by himself and walked down to the parking lot. That's when somebody tried to rob him and killed the dude. That's what he said. Boosie went on to double down on why the hit had nothing to do with him. What the hell? My 19-year-old cousin going to try to rob and kill somebody? We gave money, man. We ain't about that. That ain't our, style or stylio. None of that. Now, as a boss, I ain't letting it go down like that, man. This dude finna make me a piece of... So y'all need to kill that. Duke had apparently just won close to $100,000 gambling prior to the fatal incident. Now, police do not have suspects at this time, but believe a total of 3 men participated in the hit. You can see Boosie, flipping out and discussing about this on other social medias and news channels. But this is all just some crazy news, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button.
More of the details came out about the whole Boosie incident, the whole Duke incident, and where's the jewelry, where's the missing bags and everything like that. So allegedly, the sources are saying that the guys who took the jewelry off of Duke, the guys who took all that, the whole case of jewelry and everything like that was in his duffel bag, they actually scratched off the serial numbers on the watches. And when they try to sell some of the chains and they try to bring it in to get a trade for money on it, they try to leave one of the price tags on the chain so that they could ask the cashier person that they want to get this much money for the chain, because they're like, we got the price tag right here, this is how much it's worth. But that ended up coming back to bite them, because of the fact that just goes to show that that price tag and everything, only an actual jeweler or a jewelry store would actually put the price tags on these. They try to say that they got them from somewhere else. So right from that, they already knew that somebody tried to bring in and sell Duke's jewelry. That's why they reached out and tried to tell Boosie to buy it back. And so that's where the whole commotion's going on. That's where the whole situation is at, with like the fact that they're really trying to go out here, go to these shops and sell all of the stuff that they took from the man. And they even try to get Boosie to buy some of his stuff, like, and then make him seem like he's a hero if he goes and returns it, or if he says he bought back Duke 093's chain, then Boosie feels better about himself because he feel like he's helping out, like getting his stuff back to him. So that's what's coming out. And really, like, everybody who saw what happened, everybody in Houston, they all know that this could have been a whole situation where the people around him set him up. Like, you got to understand the fact that Boosie was saying himself that he only met Duke the night before. Like, he only met him at the dice game. Boosie knew Duke for a long time. He's been known Duke for a long time. So it's like, how is it that he don't know him no more in the interviews now? And so that's why everybody is like, man, they can't believe it. And, you know, everybody got their opinion. They all think that somebody has something to do with this. And they think Boosie knows that he needed that $1 million in 48 hours. I don't even think this is exactly why, but he said that, oh, it was to remodel his house or add an addition onto his house or something like that. But that's his alibi. That's the story he's going to be sticking to. So, but the thing is that nobody thinks that that's what he's doing. Everybody knows that the reason why he's got to pay all that money is because he slipped up, and he knows what's really going on. So the fact that he owes that $1 million is really because of what happened with Duke that night. Like, he had to basically pay off the ransom to make sure that they don't blame him for it. Like, he had to literally pay that as the hush money to make sure nobody says nothing about it, or that they just all leave it in the past, basically, and that they're not going to say who's to blame. Like, he went on that interview and everybody was saying that their reaction to it is that they think he was snitching on the promoter. He actually, no one thought he was going to speak on it when they asked him in the interview, hey, can you speak on what happened with Duke, right? He actually started speaking on it because he has some sort of reason that he thought he had to clear his name on it, because he knows what really happened. Like, he knows that he was close to that. And if he was close to it, it's like he can almost see it. So he had to, like, put it out there, his side of the story and everything like that. And that's why everybody picked it up. That's why everybody was talking about it. And so now when you go and look at it, it's like he told on the promoter by saying that the promoter was the guy that found Duke with all his jewelry on. And you see how they using the word, they found him with all his jewelry. So it's like, why do they have to actually enunciate or specify that he still had his jewelry on? And they trying to make it seem like nobody actually took anything from him, when in reality, they took the bags that had everything in it, the money, the jewelry, and the extra dollars he had for the vacation, everything like that. So if you just, it's right there. Everything is right there in front of everybody. It's like everybody could see what's going on, and the fact that it's got a lot of people involved that's around Boosie, and there's no way of dipping and dodging out of that. Boosie's like sitting back and he's thinking, like, how is he gonna get out of this jam? And that's where the $1 million comes into play. He's either using the $1 million to basically secure that he doesn't get in trouble, or that he's using the mill to make sure that, he cleans up the mess, basically. Like, everybody knows that when anything about rich people, when they get heat thrown at them, or they in the hot seat, they did something, they did a slip up, they always they try to use their money to get out of the situation. Like, let me just pay this, that, and we can erase it. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And so you're going to see in the situation of Boosie, like, is this $1 million going to get him out of the situation if they give it back? So that's one thing you're going to find out. Now, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment down below, and let me know who you rocking with, who are you a fan of, and where y'all from. But I got some big breaking news coming out in the next video, so make sure you stay tuned, and I'll see you on the next one.